Call the meeting to order. Mr. Karati, roll call, please.
Mr. Raccomando?
Present.
Mrs. Borelli?
Present.
Mr. Buffi? Mr. Quinn?
Present.
Ms. Sanchez?
Present.
Mrs. Scanapico? Mrs. Ottarelli? Mr. Gearing?
Present. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag. Adequate notice of this meeting has been sent to all members of the Board of Education and to the Bergen Record in accordance with the provisions of the Open Public Meeting Act, Chapter 231, 1975.
Yeah, we'll start off tonight with our presentations from Long School. We have 3 presentations tonight, and I'd like to introduce our principal, Mr. Marcassani, who will get us started.
Good evening, everybody. Good to see you tonight. Thanks for all coming out. Thanks for notice there were a lot of things in spring break and getting it all together. But we do have a few things we'd like to present what's happening at the Long School in the last month. We're going to first talk about the Environmental Club at the Long School, also the presentation that Mr. Iannico did that he's going to talk more about in a second. And we also created a couple of videos. We showed the kids. One's a rack for state testing, so you can go enjoy that. And then another one was a slideshow presentation we did together. And then also, we're hoping that students will come talk about the 3rd grade Native American projects on informational writing. And there's a display of that, what that was like. And all the 3rd grade did that in the gymnasium one day, and parents came in and got to see it. So this time I'll turn it over to Trianago and Ms. Lau from Environmental Club.
Thank you for having us, and we just want to, I don't really want to talk too much. I want the president of the Environmental Club, which is this great new program. I'm glad we have that here at our school. And let's turn it over to 2 students. We have Nicole Malinowski, who is the Environmental Club president. Come on up. And
Alyssa Faustina is the vice president.
Hello everyone, my name is Nicole Kalinowski and I'm the president of Long Memorial Environmental. Today I have with me the vice president of the club, Melissa Foster. The environmental club started at Long Memorial School last year with 2 teachers and advisors and scholars. We are here to speak about our past activities and our current projects. Kevin, please let us know. Last year, this club was trying to bring environmental students along with some adult volunteers helping in our area in our school project. We planted blueberries and flowers along and around Jackstown. Jackstown contributes to kindergarten students and passed the lake at the school in this club. Some students took turns during the last summer to keep and spread water. We also replaced the recycling in every classroom so that students and staff could recycle things in school. The slab in Mr. Antoine uses grandma to be working on the utilities for our schools like school equipment and supply of work. We also received generous donations from Bird Command, Garden Center, and Home. This year, the Environmental Club is doing many exciting efforts. First of all, we have 2 members of the club that are working very hard to reach our goals this year. We've also been working on decorating the telephone booth at our main office to make an environmental bookstore. But being further on the booth, we stood a solar-powered unit and are also planning to put various plants in the booth. Our club is also moving forward to refresh our outside project. Also, our club is holding a contest that who can make the best and most creative photo for the club, which takes place on April 27th. We are also supplying a few plants to each classroom during. This is a fun activity to see in each class in the room. As you can see, Environmental Club has been working very hard since the club meeting. We look at LMS are excited to see our future projects. This is a beneficial project.
thank you very much. She wrote that all herself too, by the way. I was very impressed. I'd also like to share a project that we did about Chinese New Year. We really decided to do something about a different culture, very different from our own. It ties in with our cultural, with our character curriculum, and it really, sometimes it's hard for us to learn about different cultures in our school. So we really wanted to do that. And also, before I start, I want to thank everybody who was involved in this. Mr. Rados, of course, Mr. Marksani, Ms. Sienko, my wife, who works great. All the students, of course, were great. And I'd like to call 4 of them up now to start. Allison, Franklin, Douglas, and Carly, please come on up and we can start our presentation.
What is Chinese New Year? This important holiday in China marks the end of winter and the beginning of spring. There are many traditions that Chinese people follow to celebrate. This is year 4712. Chinese New Year is celebrated by millions of people around the world. Our year is 2015, but the Chinese New Year is much older. When is the New Year celebrated? Chinese New Year is based on the lunar and solar calendar. It is always between January 21st and February 21st. It starts on a new moon and ends on a full moon. Our calendar is based on the sun. It's solar. But the Chinese year is based on both the sun and the moon. This helps farmers know when to plant and harvest crops. Chinese zodiac. The Chinese zodiac is often looked at during the Chinese New Year. What year were you born? The Chinese zodiac is very popular. This is the year of the goat or sheep. I'm born in 2005, so I was born in the year of the rooster. I'm observant, hardworking, confident, and courageous. Customs and traditions. Families reunite. Special foods, often dumplings. Fireworks are lit, children receive red envelopes with money. Cleaning, decorations, parades, and dances. There are many different traditions during the Chinese New Year celebrations. They are often done to keep bad luck away or to bring good luck. There are many wishes of happiness, health, and prosperity. There sure is a lot of symbolism. Our lantern decorations. Bulls cut and tape, yellow and red paper to make a lantern. Here's how we put together our lantern. It was fun yet challenging to draw Chinese characters. Learning Chinese characters. We put Chinese characters on the lanterns and on other decorations. The Chinese characters popular around the Chinese New Year often has special meaning like happiness, luck, hope, love, or good fortune. Parade. The line dance is also common during the New Year celebration. We have our own line. The move could be of the drum and the cymbals. Food. We celebrated with fortune cookies. My fortune cookie said, "Don't stress over the card test." Thank you for listening. And good luck in the new year. May you be prosperous. Don't hate that choice.
And the kids really loved it. I mean, the assembly did a fantastic job. Great job, boys and girls. Wonderful job of presenting to the students in the school. They really enjoyed it. The student that's supposed to come, that we were hoping would come, isn't here. So we're just going to finish out with the films. The first film you're going to see is, I'm sorry. Yeah, this one. So let's bring this up real quick. And the first one is a rap we did to get excited about the part test. And, you know, it was something new this year, and the kids were a little nervous at times. We said, all right, let's try to figure out something we could do to get them excited. So, Mr. Munoz, myself, got together real quick, and we tried. So, you'll be able to let us know how we did it.
Yo, I think it's time to rap. Yeah, let's do it. Pride's back, rolling strong, hanging with the best. Here comes our song. LMS is the place to be. Just take a look around, can't you see? It's time for the test, so try your best. You waited all year, and the time is here. Now you can do what you're ready to do. Relax, even though the test is new. We know you're ready and you'll pull through. Now watch the dynamic duo do. You know we're here for you. Come on, dance and sing. Pride is back, everybody scream. Working hard, ready for the test. We prepare, here comes our best. Pump it up, this is really cool stuff. Pride just can't get enough. A challenge is what you've been given. Now's the time, and you're driven for better scores to be given. Then large is how you'll be living. Stay focused to make the grade, because you're strong and you won't fade. You know you got it made, and I'm the fellow with the haircut fade. Never giving up is what we're about. Roll with the pride, everybody shout. I bet you're ready now for the test. So thank you, teachers, for doing their best. We're definitely not like the rest. Being creative is what we do best. Our style smooth, confident for sure. That is what you may want more. We showed we could dance, even tried to rap. It was worth the try. We may even clap. Getting good grades make you smarter each day. Don't ever stop believing. Hear what I say. This test will soon be given to you. Believe in yourself and what you can do. Be focused, even when the test is long. It's just 1 week and then it's all gone. Bringing it today feels really good. Busting out lyrics like we knew we could. Lions rock is what we know. Now's the time for us to go.
ready again, so I know the kids are that's coming too, but I want to thank all our staff and everybody for listening.
Thank you for your presentation. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you. I want to thank also all the staff and obviously all the parents and students and grandparents that are here as part of the presentations tonight. There was three different pieces, and it was, if you break them down into the components, we started with service in the environmental club, and then the Chinese New Year moved on to culture, and then pride and spirit. And those are three really significant and important pieces that we strive to have in all of our schools. So congratulations really to everybody along for creating exactly the kinds of schools and cultures and programs that we're looking for. And thank you to all the students for your great work and your great presentation. You should be proud of what you did tonight. And obviously the work that you did in leading up to the presentation tonight. So thanks to everybody. Appreciate it.
I have a motion to take a 5-minute recess.
So moved. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion to reconvene? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Does anyone wish to? Does anyone wish to make a statement to the board? Business administrators report.
Thank you, President Girick. This evening, I have looking for a motion to approve the minutes for March, the checks for March, and transfers, and board secretary and treasurer reports for the month of February.
So moved. Second.
Mr. Accomando?
Yes.
Mrs. Borelli?
Yes.
Mr. Brophy? Yes. Mr. Quinn?
Yes.
Ms. Sanchez?
Yes.
Mrs. Scanapieco?
Yes.
Mr. Garrett?
Yes.
I just have two other things to report on. On Monday morning at Franklin School, a classroom in the media center had some water damage. A pipe in between the floors had sprung a leak. The water leaked into the one classroom and seeped out into the library area, soaking books, bookshelves, the media center desk, the carpet, the floor tiles in the classroom. We called the plumber in to make the repair. The repair was being done on Monday. The insurance was called in. The insurance company was called in, did an assessment of everything, and called a restoration company. The restoration company came in on Tuesday and started to remediate the damage. They check everything, set up drying equipment, and monitor all the items that were damaged to make sure all the moisture is out to prevent mildew and mold growth. They expect to have the areas all completed by Friday or earlier. The classroom was fun. Our staff cleaned it up. The tiles a little damaged. The finishes off of it. With the media center, the principal made other arrangements for this week to while it's drying down there to hold the classes. So we're following with the insurance company. We'll have all their thing reimbursed, the books and everything, and the replacement of probably the tile in the classroom and the carpet in the media center will take place over the summer. Another item was a comment made at the public portion on Monday about the bidding. There was a comment made about bids, and since we're having so many bids lately with the referendum, I just want to make a comment. The comment was about one bidder, and this is unacceptable. Bidding is done for projects that are over $36,000 and is done in accordance with state law NJSA 18A, 18A. Bids are advertised and opened accordingly. I cannot have any contact with contractors, as that would not be ethical. The process is fair and open. The window project that was mentioned was for Franklin Smith School under the referendum project, and we had sent that bid out twice. It was revised the first time, but it did go out to bid twice, and we only received one bid for both times. Again, we can't control who submits the bid. It does go out to various contracting, journals and companies, and they forward it to their local vendors. Contracts that submitted bids for various projects, even the one that's on tonight, the bathrooms, they come from all over the state of New Jersey. I think the four that are in here is from Island, Union, Wallington, and Ridgewood. Even the Lowell School window project that was done in the 12-13 school year was for a company in Pennsylvania. So I just wanted to state to everybody that I can't control who submits a bid, but what I can do, and what I do is follow the state laws of New Jersey. So that's
Thank you, Mr. Blanchard. Casper, students report. Please.
Hey guys, I'm just gonna keep it nice and simple this week. If you guys remember from last month, I mentioned how Franklin School has math facts. They're collecting simple mathematical problems. And the students get to submit any amount as they please. This month in the day actually reached a 1 million facts goal, which is outstanding for them. And they're hoping by the end of the year to reach around 1.5 million facts. They also, the kids from Franklin School also advised Franklin School Student Council, which is advised by Ms. Langenhorn and Ms. Kugler, sponsored Happy Spring cards, which is for students can make cards. It's for people at Bergen Regional Medical Center, and they also held a Spirit Day, which is themed Blast from the Past. In April, the National Honor Society inducted a lot of members this year. They had 21 members, both juniors and seniors, which is outstanding for them. And the middle school Battle of the Books actually had its first victory against Livonia this weekend. And to end it off, the park end of the year testing is coming up between April 27th and May 1st. So the teachers are making their final preparations for it. And that's it.
Thank you, Casper.
I have nothing additional to report from Monday night's meeting, so moving into the action items. Student services, you need a motion for items 1 through 6.
So move.
Second.
Any discussion? Seeing none, roll call.
Mr. Raccomando,
Yes.
Mrs. Borelli,
Yes.
Mr. Buffi, Mr. Quinn,
Yes.
Sanchez,
Yes.
Mrs. Canipico,
Yes.
Mr. Geary.
Yes.
Section C, Business and Board, a motion for items 1 through 4.
Any discussion?
Just to highlight, we spoke about the Google Educator Trainers on Monday, as well as the new AP courses, but I just wanted to review actually number 4 again very quickly, which is a contract with Passaic County ESC for our district technology services, the short version of the long version that I gave on Monday. So it helps us to meet our goal of increasing our technology support staff. We're moving from a technology supervisor and a part-time technician. This arrangement would allow us to have 2 technicians as well as a supervisor and all the resources that come with the Passaic County ESC. And it does provide us with a cost savings of just under $25,000. So we increase our staff, increase our services, and save about $25,000 in our budget.
Also on number 4, we had the last piece I mentioned on Monday for the contracts that were reviewed late. I got a response back from our attorney, and so we could get rid of that wording pending attorney review. They're all completed and they will be signed after tonight.
Number 3, I'd just like to recognize Bill Haverson for being on the board and being dedicated and really an integral part of some of the changes that have been made over the last two years or so. And I'd just like to wish him well publicly.
And I think we all feel that way. We talked about Monday trying to have Billy back so we can recognize him in our meeting.
Yes. Yes. Any other discussion? Seeing none, roll call. I'm sorry. Okay. Motion.
So move.
Second.
Mr. Raccomando,
Yes.
Mrs. Borelli,
Yes, but no to item number 4.
Mr. Mr. Boothby? Yes. Mr. Quinn?
Yes.
Ms. Sanchez?
Yes.
Mrs. Skinnapeko?
Yes.
Mr. Garrett?
Yes.
Okay, we need a motion for items, group the remaining 5 through 11.
So move.
Second.
Any discussion?
Mr. Craddy, can you review the bids? Just to follow up on from Monday, discussed the bids. We opened the bids on Tuesday for the bathrooms at the high school. The bids were separate, so we had one for the high school and number 7 is the one for elementary schools. The bids were reviewed by our architect and our attorney, and everything came back in order. So we're recommending both bids were through Fine Wall Corporation. The high school, middle school is currently $63,000 under our budgeted figure, and the elementary bathrooms are $219,000 under our budget figure. So overall, we're $282,000 under budget. However, separate to this will be some of the bathrooms need asbestos removal. So we're in the process of getting proposals for that, but that could be the neighborhood of $150,000.
With that, Mr. Craddy, that keeps us,
We're still
with all of our bids, still under budget.
still under, yes.
Number 11, I'd just like to explain for public, number 11, which is a resolution about the proposed pension and health benefits reform that just came out recently from the Governor's Commission. Essentially, what they're proposing is that the pension system would freeze as it is right now, so that wherever any person is in that system, whatever years they've accrued or payouts that they would have as an annuity in their pension, that would freeze. And then from there, the system would move to a 401k type of plan, which would actually be a cash balance plan. So it becomes a defined contribution as opposed to a defined payment. So, or defined annuity. It would be a defined contribution. The issue with it, and the reason the board is passing this resolution is that in the cash balance plan, what that does is two things. One, it moves the responsibility of the defined contribution from the state to the local school district. So in other words, as opposed to the state making contributions along with all employees, the local school district now makes contributions, which would be a percentage. Typically, the standard for a cash balance type of plan would be about 5%. So there'd be about a 5% contribution that the district would have to include in our general operating budget in order to fund that cash balance plan. The second piece is that it moves costs for retirees' medical benefits also to the local school district. So essentially, the state would be taking their responsibility of running the pension system and moving that to the responsibility of the local school district, which would be money that we would have to still within the 2% cap would have to find a way to include that money. So this resolution really just states how that would be a detriment to the resources needed to maintain our educational programming if that burden were to move to the local school district, and asking the commission and the governor and our local legislators to reconsider what is currently now that proposal, understanding the impact that it would have on the programming.
Motion to accept.
So moved. Second.
Roll call.
Mr. Raccomando?
Yes.
Mrs. Borelli?
Yes.
Mr. Boothby?
Yes.
Mr. Quinn?
Yes.
Ms. Sanchez?
Yes.
Mrs. Skinnapeko?
Yes.
Mr. Garrett?
Yes.
Personnel, motion for items 1 through 10.
So move.
Second.
Any discussion?
Yeah, I'd just like to obviously recognize our retirement, which is item number 1, Joan Sluka, who's the basic skills teacher at Franklin School. This year, as you know, we really redesigned our instructional support programs, and she was a big part of that redesign. So we were fortunate to have her here to be a part of that and give her input, and sorry that she will no longer be with the district to put it into practice and see it through. But she'll certainly be missed. I know she was active in a lot of committees and a lot of different parts of Franklin School community. So we certainly wish her luck as she moves on to her their next steps. Numbers 5 and 6 are appointing our custodian, and then number 6 is our licensed electrician. They're already district employees, but they go through a 90-day trial period, so this would be making them full-time permanent employees after that 90-day trial period. Number 9 is a reduction in force of a high school science teacher position. It says, due to a decrease in enrollment, so I just wanted to explain it. It's not a decrease in total enrollment in our school. It's a decrease in enrollment in the courses that this person was certified to teach. So that position is no longer needed because those courses have been, it's part of it's the restructuring of the schedule, and part of it is the new courses that we're offering, but we'll no longer be able to fill the courses that that person will be teaching. So we're not actually getting rid of a position. It will actually move to be an art teacher for the middle school because as things stand right now, our middle school students do not have regular art and music classes, and obviously we feel that whole child education and the arts is extremely important. So because this position is no longer needed, we'll be hiring an art teacher to begin an art program for our middle school students.
Any other discussion? Motion to accept?
Second.
Roll call.
Mr. Arcamando?
Yes.
Mrs. Browley?
Yes.
Mr. Goofy? Yes. Mr. Quinn?
Yes.
Sanchez?
Yes.
Mrs. Canfico?
Yes.
Mr. Garrett?
Yes. Committee reports, budget.
Yes, we have hopefully the final meeting on the budget, pass the budget on March 29th. Please come if you're interested.
April?
April 29th.
Thank you. Curriculum?
Yes, you have to excuse me, we just had a meeting at 5, so I'm gonna have to read a little bit off the paper here. In attendance for our meeting today, we had Dr. Katz, Mr. Karate, Mr. Roller, our middle school, high school principal, Mr. Rowe, Director of Special Services, Mrs. Steiner, Curriculum Supervisor, Mrs. Madison, Supervisor of Guidance, from the Board of Ed, Mr. Garrick, Ms. Sanchez, Mr. Buki, and myself. The meeting started out with Mr. Rowe, Director of Special Services. He discussed our new kindergarten screening that we're going to be implementing 2015-2016 school year. It's the developmental indicators for the assessment of learning, 4th edition, Dial 4. It was chosen as the assessment to administer for this upcoming year. The Dial 4 is widely used instrument designed to predict academic success and identify students at risk. It's a comprehensive assessment that addresses the following areas: motor, concepts. Motor would be like catching, jumping, hopping. Concepts would be identifying colors, blocks, language, expressive and receptives, self-help development, dressing, eating, grooming, and social, emotional, empathy, self-control, and overall social skills. Then we also discussed coming this September, we're going to have 2 new classes. One is a new primary grade autistic program, and the other is a new behavioral disabilities program. From there, we moved on to Mrs. Steiner, our curriculum supervisor. What she discussed was that we have formed an assessment committee. Online assessment system target around specific standards of math and language arts. Discuss student portfolios, K-12. Starting in September, teachers can see year to year what the students' strengths are and where they need to focus on their students and where their students need improvement. Professional development, curriculum development and writing in history and language arts in middle school and high school, and in math and language arts K-6. She also discussed our new e-textbooks for biology, A&P, environmental, 7th grade social studies, A&P world history, algebra 1, algebra 2, geometry, A&P, calculus, and AP statistics. From there, we moved on to the goal implementation for our kindergarten classes, which we piloted this year, and we will definitely be moving next year in all 3 elementary schools for our kindergarten. And next, Mrs. Madison, our supervisor of guidance. She showed us a 504 and an IRNS manual that she's wanting to get approved, right? Because it's not yet approved, so we looked at that. It's interventions for struggling students. She also spoke about our character education program, developing and executing new programs for K-8. Mr. Lawler, our middle school, high school principal, he discussed some possible schedule changes in 2015-2016, with the middle school aligned with the high school, start and end times aligned. Now both middle and high school start at the same time, and where now it's staggered their time. PE and lunch offered multiple periods. Academic subjects offered periods 1 through 8. Facilitate sharing of staff. New courses in school climate initiatives. Middle school art program, career explorations 8th grade, AP World History, AP Environmental Science, and Teen Pep. And in special education services, we have consultation, behavior disabilities program, and we're also looking for additional support for students in high school English and Spanish.
Thank you, Mr. Brown. Student negotiations. Okay. Policy.
Policy will be meeting next week. I'll have a report for the next meeting.
Thank you. Thank you. Any old business? Just want to mention 5K again. Said it about 4 months in a row, but why not? It's Saturday, so if you could, come out and support us, okay? Any new business? On Monday, we'll be having interviews for the open board seat. Okay, there are 8 candidates, and we'll be interviewing starting at 6 o'clock on Monday. And we will go into closed session, and we will come out and select someone. So, just want to share that. Does anyone wish to speak to the board? Motion. Okay.
So, second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Residents are requested to state their names, addresses, and subject matter. In the event it appears the public comment portion of the meeting may exceed 45 minutes, the presiding officer may limit each statement made by a participant to 5 minutes duration. Issues raised by members of the public may or may not be responded to by the board. All comments will be considered and a response will be forthcoming if and when appropriate. The board asks that members of the public be courteous and mindful of the rights of other individuals when speaking. Specifically, comments regarding students and employees of the board are discouraged and will not be responded to by the board. Students and employees have specific legal rights afforded by the laws of New Jersey. The board bears no responsibility nor will be liable for any comments made by members of the public. Members of the public should consider their comments in light of the legal rights of those affected or identified in their comments and be aware that they are legally responsible and liable for their comments. You could come up to the microphone. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Kimberly Turrell. I live at 46 Oxford Ave in Southwark. I was advised by my attorney to find out your protocol to that was filed and recently closed and I rolled out your procedure to find out what I can do further.
Yeah, once the investigation's complete, there'll be notification to the parent of the findings, and a letter will come home, giving an opportunity to request a hearing before the board. At that time, a hearing with the board will be scheduled. The board will respond with a decision within 10 days to the parent. And then at that point, if a person is still not happy with the board's decision, it can be an appeal to the Commissioner of Education.
I know that, it was closed, so, she said there was 5 days to, for the parent to get the information from the date of the close.
Well, the notification, it's presented to the board at the next regularly scheduled board meeting. Is when it's presented to the board in closed session. That's done by me. I present every case to the board in closed session. Notification, again, would come home to you ahead of that board meeting so that you'd be able to request a hearing. There would be, hearings are conducted in closed session.
Okay, so the paperwork will all be sent home to you. Once, you said once it's completed and you guys have finished the investigation.
A letter is sent home that explains the decision and the rights. But, I mean, we can discuss separately, but all the paperwork, like interviews of other students and information from other students is not shared. So there's certain information that can be shared and there's some information that isn't shared, but I'm happy to go over that with you.
And, excuse me, it's also set forth in district policy, and I don't know your policy number, but if you know it, we can share it with this individual, and she can certainly take a look at policy as well. Right. It's online, and policies are online, right? Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else? Motion to close the meeting to the public.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor? Opposed? Motion to adjourn the meeting?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?